Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. So today we are going to start a new lesson, Internet. I hope all of you are very much familiar with the term Internet. So what is Internet? We can say the first of all, the Internet means international network. So it means international network. So the network which is prevalent all over the world, it is known as Internet. So as we know, the Internet is a network of millions of computers which is spread all over the world. So it has become a medium for exchange of communication, ideas, information, communication, etc. So today, Internet is an important part of our lives. Almost every areas of our life includes the Internet, whether it is education sector, business sector, or official sector, governance sector, entertainment. In every field of life, Internet is used widely. And from children to the old age, the people of every age group use the Internet. So the Internet provides various types of services, like we can get information on any of the topic from Internet. With the help of Internet, we can now do shopping by sitting at home only. This is known as e-shopping. So with the help of Internet, we can communicate with the people who are sitting far away from us. With the help of mail or video chatting or audio conferencing, we can communicate with the people anytime or anywhere in the world. So these are some of the most benefits that we have get from Internet. Now let us begin discussing about the advantage and disadvantage of Internet. The first is the advantage of Internet. The first is the advantage of Internet. So the first advantage of Internet is that the Internet has made very easy for people to communicate anywhere in the world. Means that the people can communicate anywhere. People can communicate anywhere in the world. So the people can communicate anywhere in the world. This is the first advantages. The Internet has provided the facility that at any time and anywhere we can contact with any of the people who are any place in the world. So we can have face-to-face communication like video conferencing, or we can send the message with the help of email, or we can do audio talking. So there are different ways by which we can communicate. Number two is that the user can get information regarding any of the topic of their interest. Means that the user or the user can access any information. The user can access any information related to their interest. It means that the user can have information regarding their interest. Like suppose the students can use the Internet for their research, for their homework completions, or for their project works, for their sample papers, finding out for the last year papers. They can also have entertainment, like they can play games, listen music, watch videos, etc. The third advantage is that the Internet play important role in the process of learning. Internet plays important role Internet plays important role in the process of learning. In the process of learning, which means that the student can have ideas about the various concepts of different subjects. As there are many audio and video lessons over the internet, the teaching of videos of student and the subject matters is generally uploaded on the internet, which are very helpful to the students. Next, number 4, the user can share any information in the form of text, graphic, audio or video over the internet. The user can share any information in the form of text, audio, video, etc. over the internet. So with the help of internet, the user next advantage is that with the help of internet, the user can buy or sell good on the user can buy or sell goods over internet on internet. So the internet is also being used for the business purpose. Nowadays there is no need to go to the individual doors for selling your products. So with the help of internet, you can buy or sell good on the internet. So it is also known as electronic shopping or e-shopping. The e-banking facility is also there on the internet, with the help of which you can do online transactions, or you can transfer your money from one account to another account. You can know about the balance of your bank accounts, etc. The reservation online of aeroplane tickets, hotels, theaters, etc. are done by sitting at one place only with the help of internet. Next advantage is that it is easy to share device in a network. It is easy to share device. It is easy to share device in a network. Thus reducing the cost of hardware. Thus reducing the cost of hardware. So in internet we can share devices like printers, scanners, etc. Also it is much cheaper to send the email which are living far away from us, and making the phone calls also is much cheaper. So all these are some of the advantages of internet. Now we come to the disadvantage of internet. Disadvantage of internet. So there may be a loss of informations while we sharing the information on the internet. The information many of the times are stolen by hackers or crackers, and those informations are used with bad intentions. So many of the times we are advised not to share our personal informations like credit card, bank detail number, etc. Second disadvantage is that the internet, many of the information that we see on the internet are not true. They may be spread as a rumor only. Next, the most of the time we find that the system which are connected to the computer mostly are attacked by viruses. So this is also a disadvantage, that the viruses mostly attack on those computers which share the internet. And last, the unwanted advertisement email received by the user is known as spam. So the spam means that the unwanted advertisement which are received. So this makes the user face a lot of problems. So these are some of the disadvantage of computer. Now we come to some of the terms of internet. Internet terminology. So the first is the www. www. The full form of www is World Wide Web. www, World Wide Web. So it is the important part of internet. It is a system of linked pages where different type of web pages are linked with each other, and it can be accessed through internet only. So www consists of billions of pages which are linked, and that those pages contain text, hyperlinks, graphics, etc. So we can access www with the help of web browser. Next terminology that we have is search engine. All of us are familiar with the search engine like Google. Search engine. So search engine is a type of software which is mostly used on the internet to search a type of informations that is requested by the user. So the search engine provides the result that matches the best of his choice that the user demands. The first search engine ever developed is Archie, and the first text-based search engine is Veronica. So today there are many search engines. The well-known search engine is Google. Next we have web page. Web page. So what is web page? We can say that the individual page on the internet is known as web page. The web page is a document, or we can say it is a page that is written by HTML language, hypertext markup language. So the web page is generally accessed by entering a URL address. In web page we can write our simple text, or we can use graphics, audio, videos, etc. Next terminology that we use is URL. URL. The full form of URL is Uniform Resource Locator. Uniform Resource Locator. Uniform Resource Locator. So what is URL? We can say every web page has its own address on the internet, and this address is known as URL. It is also referred as web address. So every page has its unique URL. So the URL consists of many parts like a protocol name, the domain name that tells the web browser from where to retrieve a resource. So URL simply means the address of the web page. Now the next terminology that we are using is website. Website. What is website? We can say that the website is a collection of several web pages. We can also say that it is a collection of www files. So the first page that is visible on the website is known as the home page. And the next terminology that we have is web browser. Web browser. So what is web browser? We can say that it is a program which is used to locate or display the web pages. It helps us to view the text, images, music, etc. on the web page. It helps us to find the or display the web page where it is situated. Different types of web browsers are, like we know, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, Google Chrome, etc. These are different web browsers. So these were some of the internet terminology that we have used. Now we come to the topic email. So email is an electronic mail It is a method of sending and receiving the message which we are very much familiar. We can use this with the help of computer or mobile with an internet connection. It takes very few seconds to send the data from one place to another. We can also send our document, videos, photos, etc. with our text, or we can say we can attach document, videos, photos to an email. To send or receive the email, what we have to do is just we have to create an email account, and then we can perform the email sending or receiving work. So some of the popular email programs are Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Rediff Mail, etc. We can say that it acts like a post office. So now the advantages of email. The advantage of email. The first advantage of email is cheap. That the email is a very cheap, as it costs very less amount to send or to receive the email. Next, easy to store. Easy to store. Sending or receiving messages along with the other document is very easy to be stored on the internet, and it is stored safely. Number third, easy to use. Sending and receiving message is very simple. Even a student can learn this, etc. So it does not need a lot of training or a research work. It's simply just by seeing only you can learn how to use the email. Next, number 4, easy to delete. So it is easy to delete the incoming messages after opening or without opening them if we want. Next, fast. It is also an advantage of email. Fast means that email is the fastest means of written communication. The message can be sent to any part of the world just within a second. Next advantage that we have is global. The email means that we can access message anywhere when we are online in any part of the world. Next advantage is information on your fingertips. Information on your fingertips. It means that storing data online means that we do not need to we do not need for keeping files and folders. And whenever we need our data, we can immediately go to the email and can have our information that is stored over there. Next advantage is content. Content. So with email, in email we can write the message either in few lines or in thousands of lines. Along with, we can also send the audio or video or graphic images, etc. Next advantage that we have is material communicated. Material communicated. It means that not only text messages but audio, video, pictures, etc. can also be sent. And the last but not the least is paperless. Paperless. So as it is an electronic medium, so there is no need of paper of writing the content over it. So these were some of the advantages of internet. Now we come to the disadvantage of, these were some of the advantages of email. Now we come to the disadvantages of email. Disadvantage of email. So what are the advantages of email? Cheap, easy to store, easy to use, easy to delete, fast, global, information on your fingertips, content, material communicated, paperless. These are some of the advantages of email. Now we come to the disadvantage. The first is the emotional response. Emotional response. So it means that some emails, many of the times we receive the emails which generally change our ideas, or it create upset, or many of the times we become anger and feel discomfort. So this is also one of the disadvantages of email. Now we can say lack of personal touch. Lack of personal touch. So in email, generally the email lacks the personal touch that a handwritten card or a letter gives. Next, we have virus. As we have already discussed that a virus can affect our computer. So many of the times with the email we find a virus attached which is sent by the unknown readers. Next, misinterpretation. Misinterpretation, which means that due to the lack of facial expressions, many of the times that our message that we have sent is wrongly understood while interpreting the email. So these were some of the disadvantages of email. Now we come to the component of an email. Component of email. The first component is the inbox. What is an inbox? We can say a folder that contain all the messages. Number 2, compose. So compose means the whatever we type messages is generally typed by using this option. Number 3, sent mail. So this folder contains all the mail that we have sent. Number 4, draft. Draft means the folder contain all the mails that we have not sent but they have been created. So this folder contain the mails that have been created but have not been sent. So these were some of the components of email. So now we come to the topics about the several terms that were used when we compose an email. The first is to. So what do we write in the to box? In the to box, we generally write the email address of the recipient. So in the to, we write the email address of the recipient. Next, in the subject, what do we write in the subject? In the subject, we write the subject of the message that is entered in this box. Next, we have CC. CC means carbon copy. Here, the email address of the person whom we would like to send the copy of our email is generally entered. So this is optional. We may either enter it or we may leave it blank. Next, we have BCC, blind carbon copy. Here, we enter the email address of the recipients who receive the copy of the mail. It is same as CC, but the main difference over here is that the name and the address are hidden from other recipients. So this is also optional. So in CC we can see the name and the address to whom it is sent, but here it is hidden from all the other recipients. Next, we have body. So body means the main content where we type the message. And next, attachment. So attachment means that we can type the attachment in the form of document, photo, audio, video, etc. that we want to send with these emails. So these were some of the terms that comes in composing button when we want to write any message. So these were some of the topics of the chapter Internet. I think that most of the terms you are very much familiar and you use in your day-to-day life, and you have also studied in the earlier classes. Despite this, even if you have any of the problem, you can ask to me in the Meet class. Thank you.